I'm writing a novel and I pretty much have no idea what I'm doing. Over the past couple of years, I've read a lot, which is a necessary step for becoming a writer. So, check. I found that what I like to read most is mysteries. I'm really into like a good dark academia mystery. I never found one that I was just like, this is it. This is like the one. So I was just like, okay, I guess I'm gonna write it. I already had an idea in my head of like what I wanted this to become. I had some plot lines, and so I just sat down the first day and decided to write a 1-sentence summary of my book. Then I tried to expand that 1 sentence into a paragraph. I was like, I feel like I need more research into like writing. So I sat down, I got on Pinterest, and I just typed in writing a novel for a beginner. It said to start with writing a 1-sentence summary, expand that to a paragraph, expand that to a page, and then to start going from there. I did go ahead and write a color-coded beat sheet. This is one thing that I feel like we talked about a lot in school, worked for film, television, screenplay, everything. And then I got a story arc, and I wrote that out as well. They are different, but of course they work together, so they're both necessary. I took lots of notes. This was all from one day. Then I have like murder mystery specific tips. I have 2 pages of these. How to write a good red herring. I found like a murder mystery specific story structure. There's just like a few little tweaks within that 3x structure that are a little bit different. So those are here as well. I have this one, which literally at the very top just says, writing a novel. Pretty basic. This is kind of like the guide, what to do step by step. These are all for creating characters. I have 3. Characters are the most important part of your story. Like, why is anybody gonna read your story if they don't care about your main character? Creating a character is very, very, very important. A character that has a good arc, a good backstory, a character that is gonna go through it, a character that's not perfect. These are the things that I felt necessary to write down and to have as references for when I'm writing. Everything that you've seen here is just scratching the surface. I prefer something physical that I can touch and look at and read and smell. Is that weird? That was kind of all I had done that first day, and then I started writing my very first chapter. I'm pretty sure I rewrote it about 9 times, maybe more. That might be an underestimation. I wrote that thing so many times, then I just got stuck. I got so stuck just writing the first chapter, and this is the reason that I needed somebody to like show me their process, how to get unstuck. I'm only on the first chapter and I was already stuck. I never touched it again for like weeks, and I'm not kidding, because I was so worried about that first chapter, which the first chapter is very important. But the biggest thing with writing, you don't want the interruption of feeling like you have to edit as you write. Just write. It's gonna be messy. You know it's gonna be messy, and you have to just deal with that. As like the perfectionist that I am, this was such a hard thing to get past, but you just have to write. You just write it and you move on. Because if you have to go back and edit that scene, that's what pulls you out of it. Like, you just have to keep going, keep chugging through. I have learned so much from this one person, and it is Abbie Emmons. Her YouTube page has so many great videos, and it's such a huge resource for writers. So if you're in the same boat that I am and you're looking for like advice, where to start, I suggest going to her page. I can link it in my description. I cannot tell you how many videos of hers that I've watched, probably all of them. She has such great information for newbies, for seasoned people. She's really passionate about characters, and it shows through her videos. But yeah, Abbie Emmons, love her. I am planning on making this into a series where you get to follow along with my writing journey the entire way. I can tell you that I've come so far from where I started and where I ended this video. I'm well past the first chapter. I think I have about 11,000 words written, and we're still chugging along, but I've done a lot more than just what I've told you today. I have a whole outline and note cards. It's a real thing, and it's scary. I'm so excited to just like learn in public. I feel like that's what this is. We are learning together in front of everybody else. If you're writing a novel, I want to hear about it below. If you have tips, if you have things that have worked for you, especially if they're like murder mystery specific, because I feel like those are so hard to find. Tips or advice or anything from me, drop it below. I would love to connect with you guys. I am not a professional. I'm just passionate. And honestly, I kind of think that that's more fun anyways. See ya.